Hey guys, what's going on? So in this video, we're going to go over what you should be looking for in the different supply stores and such. We're going to really go in depth on 2 stores only, and then the other stores I'm going to touch on, such as Blitz and Arena and Raid and stuff. But basically, we're going to go over the main store and what you should be looking for, and good gear that you should probably skip out on, and all that stuff. So when it comes to this orange gear, yellow gear, gold gear, whatever you want to call it, there's two types that you should really be looking for, and they are mini uniques, which is the superior adamantium, superior palladium, superior focus chi, and superior promethium. And these are always priced at 72k unless there's 3 of them, then you have 216k. And these are basically used to get a character. They're used in one slot. Superior adamantium, like let's see, we have Captain Marvel, she needs it, so let's go check her out real quick. But basically it's needed in one slot, but they're harder to get than the other orange gear. There is one orange gear that's way harder to get than that, and we'll go over that in a second. But let's look at my Captain Marvel right here. See, it's needed only in this slot specifically, and other characters need this gear piece too, but it's basically used on this, it's only used on this left middle pillar icon thing. And so there's plenty of guides and stuff that go over which characters need what and all that. I'm actually not going to buy it right now just because I'm not really worried about getting Captain Marvel up to gear 14 right now, so I'm not going to buy it, and plus I want to save my gold. Now the piece, and these pieces you should probably buy if you're early on and you don't have, you know, a plethora. See, I have 36 for Juggernaut. I could get him up, but I'm just saving it in case there's another character coming. So the pieces that I always buy when they're in the store are the superior mini unique items. These are used purely from getting a character from gear 13 to gear 14, and these are the hardest to get in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. They're always 50k or 150k if there's 3 of them, if you're lucky. Sometimes I also buy superior focus catalyst, but this is just a bio part. I have 167 of them. I'm not really worried about it. The things that I'm missing out on are these mini uniques, these superior mini uniques, these mini uniques, and these catalyst parts. As you can see, I have 90 of them. I'm gonna buy it just because I need it. So when it comes to purple gear, I mean, that does it for gold gear really. So you just want to look out for those 50k pieces, the 150k if there's 3 of them, and these 72k pieces or 216k if there's 3 of them. Again, it depends on what characters you should go for. You should look into and see which characters need what. Know who you need these pieces to get from gear 12 to gear 13, so that will get you into Dark Dimensions 3. So find out which characters you need to get into there. I have a unlock Ultron in 1 day video if you want to check that out. That shows you a guide on, I use 6 characters to unlock them, and I basically could auto all of it except for the last node, so you should check that out. But again, look at other people's videos, look at my video, and just know which of these mini uniques you need, not the superior mini uniques. I know it's confusing, but that's it for gold gear. Let's move on to purple gear. So what I do typically with purple gear is I just come in here and I see if I have 50 or higher. I don't have 50 of these, so I'm gonna buy them. See, I have 152 of these. Purple gear is really not too stressful for me. I will say that like this piece is a bio piece. There's a ton of bio characters I need to level up, so I'm only at 50. I'll buy this piece. I'm not really stressing it, but I'll get it if I see it. I will say each of the traits, there's 5 traits in this game. There's bio, mystic, skill, tech, and mutant. Let's look at our boy Ebony Maw right here. This piece right here in each of these, if it's not blue gear, see here, this blue gear, but in the purple gear, this piece to the right here is also over here on this right piece too. So these pieces, this is the advanced esoteric glyphs. These are the pieces that you want to be looking out for. I know Ultron, for example, Ultron's a tech character, and tech requires laser torches. I know Ultron needs 172 of those. So if I do see these pieces and I don't have over 150 of them, I'll buy them. And so I'll show on screen too what they look like. But basically, mystic characters again need esoteric glyphs. Skill need lock cases. I actually have 250 of those, so I don't really go for those. Tech need laser torches. Bio need the advanced phosphates, and mutants need advanced cytoplasm. So be on the lookout for those. Again, if you're later on in the game, you probably want to be checking your store and just seeing where you're at with all your gear pieces and stuff. Again, you probably want to be somewhere for those pieces that I was just talking about. You probably want to be somewhere between, I would probably say 180 and 100 if you have the gold to afford it. See, right now I'm only down to 49 gold. When it comes to blue gear, I don't really go for blue gear. What I used to do when I needed blue gear was I would wait till I would buy them if I needed 100. See, this one I have 4, but I don't buy blue gear anymore, and I'll show you why later on. But basically, yeah, blue gear, it's up to you. I would probably say keep 100 of them if you can, or have a backup of blue gear orbs. Again, it depends basically on where you're at, but and this green gear is basically useless unless you're just starting, you know, today. But basically, the most important thing you got to come in here and get are these superior mini unique items. Remember, 50k or 150k for 3. You have to get them because they are so rare, and you only get like 1 maybe per day. If you're lucky, maybe they'll appear in all 3 refreshes. So let's go to the Blitz store. Basically, you know, there's 2 kind of camps, I guess, when it comes to who you're going to go for. If you're just starting off, open Blitz orbs. If you are late in the game, go for individual characters, I would say. I save these purple gear orbs for when I'm leveling up a certain character. Again, I have a surplus of purple gear, so when I can come in here and be like, oh, I need catalyst, or oh, I need mutant pieces, I know I have 27 I can open to get into. But if you're leveling characters up, open these as you go. Again, I'm late game. I would consider my roster like dolphin size, even though I've spent less than 10 on this game, just because I've been playing ever since the game started. So basically, if you can save these till you're leveling up certain bio character, certain mutant character, do that. And again, if you have 3 characters left, you're probably better off going for them individually. But if you're just starting off, Blitz orbs is the way to go. Let's talk about raid characters and raid orbs and stuff. These are very expensive. It's much cheaper to go for raid orbs right here. Never ever buy blue gear orbs with your raid credits. Never buy purple gear orbs with your raid credits. Never buy orange gear with your raid credits. And then these you can't buy with raid credits. So I would strictly keep raid credits for raid orbs. If you have a surplus of raid credits like I do, I sometimes come down here. I need this. I only have 33 of them. I'll buy it. It's kind of a waste, but at least I'm getting what I need. Again, I have over 50 for these. I have over 50 for these. I'm not really worried about them. These are pretty needed for tech, but again, I'm pretty stacked with what I have. So basically, you want to use your raid gear orbs until you get, there's tons of characters used for legendary events. There's tons of characters used for the monthly events, such as Payday and Block Party and all that stuff. Go for those characters first, and then if you have a surplus like I do, then you can start going for gear and stuff. If you're probably 5 away from, you know, Mysterio is used to unlock the Invisible Woman. If you're 5 away from Mysterio, come in here and buy him then. But for the most part, again, if you're starting off, you want to do raid orbs. When you're down to like 3 characters, that's when it's advantageous to do this, because it ends up being cheaper based off drop percentages and all that stuff. It's just math. But yeah, so that's it for raid store. Let's talk about the arena. The arena store is kind of tricky. I need Crystal. I'm gonna go ahead and get her because it depends on where you're ending up in arena each day. I'm typically top 100, occasionally top 50. So that gives me a little bit of extra, but I'll run through all the characters that I have at 7 stars, or they are capable of being 7 stars, and I just don't have the gold. So Heimdall I have done, Vulture and Baku Juggernaut I have done, Deadpool, Scarlet Witch, Mordo I have done, Drax, Quake, Daredevil I have done, and then Shield Security I have done. So I have 4 characters left, or actually 5 characters left. I have Aim Researcher, Hand Archer, Armored Guard, Hydra Armored Guard, Crystal, and Human Torch left. I do the math on it. I'm supposed to be finished up with them by late 2020. When it comes to these Kingpin Vault Orbs, I have never opened them. I think they have a little bit of gold, but I don't really think they're worth it. I think you're better off saving these for when a new character comes out, if you have all of these done. But again, I've been playing from the beginning and I don't have this all done. So this is probably going to be your longest store outside of like war store characters, but you don't really want to go for war store characters. And since we're talking about it, let's just go ahead on in there. War store characters, Pyro and Carnage are only in the war store. So is Graviton and Sif. You only want to use these credits for Sif. You don't really want to go for these characters. Maybe if you're 5 away from unlocking Carnage, then go for him. Maybe if you're 5 away from getting Pyro to 7 stars, then go for him. But there's plenty of other mutants you should go for to get Magneto unlocked. He requires X-Men and Brotherhood. Ignore these. The only characters you should go for is Sif in the store. And then the other piece that you should look for is these superior unique items, the superior mini uniques. This is again that piece that I just bought that was 50k of gold. It's used to get your characters from gear 13 to gear 14. I will say these, if you come in here and you see you have more than 20 of them, you probably shouldn't purchase them, because each gear piece requires at the most 15 of these. So if I had 3 more, I could get, I know Colossus has a few pieces he needs, so I could put a gear piece on Colossus, because I have 15 for the other. There's about 3, I think there's 3 superior uniques for each class, so there's 15 superior mini uniques total. And some of them I have 60 of them, some of them I have 7. So again, you want to look and see what you're at. You just don't want to go willy-nilly with this. If I had the war credits, I would go for this right now, just because I'm all right with Sif. She's at 6 stars for me. Sif is used to unlock Black Bolt, so you want to at least get to 5 stars with Sif before you really go for these. But basically, yeah. And then don't go for purple gear, don't go for blue gear. Basically what you want from this store is these and Sif, but she's not here. And if you are 1 short from getting into Dark Dimensions 2 or something, then go for these. But again, for the most part, you want these and Sif from this store. And once you finish off getting Sif leveled up, then you should just go for these again if you have under 15 for them. And then we'll talk about the Elite store. Basically, there's a few characters that you really want to take up to 6 red stars, 7 red stars, and that's Captain Marvel. There's plenty of videos about it, but Captain Marvel, Mr. Sinister, basically arena type characters. Again, it depends. You should ask around too, because there's plenty of places you can look that will have good advice about that stuff. I don't want to name off all the characters and stuff, but I brought my Captain Marvel up to 6 red stars. I have 100 left, which can promote a character to 6 red stars. I don't know who I'm going to use that on just yet. I would use it on Mr. Sinister, but he's not farmable. When it comes to these orbs, actually I need to go over something with the war store orbs in a second, but when it comes to these orbs, I've never gotten to the Elite 6. I know most people recommend that once you get enough tokens at 2,500, you go for the 50 promotion credits, but I'm going to go for the Elite 6-star orb just because it's more fun. I'd rather play RNG and, you know, get a 6 red star mercenary sniper and be like, well, I got what I got. But I mean, I played the game and I got what I got. But and it's more fun that way for me. But again, I would probably just recommend going for this, just because these 50 promotion credits go a long way in helping your roster. But actually, with that said, maybe not anymore, because new releases aren't going into the Elite store until after they become farmable. So that I'm going to think about that, and I will update you guys on this later on, probably in a future video. But maybe you don't go for this, just because it might not be that great of a value if you have, you know, characters at 5 red stars. And I meant to touch on this stuff. These blue gear war orbs, or the gear war orbs, you want to go for orange gear war orb, never purple, never blue. These have the many unique items. This gear drop, see, these are all the 15 items that you need. I believe 15, yeah, because these 2 are tech. This is skill, mystic, mutant, bio, tech, skill, mystic, mutant, bio, and then like these are the same ones. This is what you want to go for, just because you'd rather have a surplus of these later on than be like, you know, if you're 1 phosphate away, don't go for this. You have to go for this. I recommend this 100%. This, every time you get 100 of these credits, and always going for the superior mini uniques when you can. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I do giveaways on this channel. I do legendary event guides. I do weekend news. I'm going to do more videos that are supposed to help beginner players on like what you should strive for and stuff. I'm going to show off the final nodes of those monthly events like Payday and Relic Hunt, just so you can see the team that I used, and like a good team to get there quickly and stuff. I'm going to do that for the future. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, I do giveaways, red star openings, all that good stuff. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.